Hey everyone, welcome back to another stream. It's Football Hypes here. And in today's stream, we're going to be continuing with our Arsenal career in Soccer Manager 2021. And this is a massive stream. This is huge. This stream, obviously, we're in the January transfer window, as some of you might know, for those of you that were in the previous stream. And I'm really looking forward to it. It's going to be a tough stream. This is going to be the biggest stream that we've had so far. And this is going to be the biggest stream of the season because not only are we in the January transfer window and we're going to be making some changes, but we're also up against Everton, Liverpool. We're playing Liverpool twice and Manchester City, right? I haven't looked at the other teams yet, but we can go do that in a second. But this is a big stream. There's going to be so much to do. And yeah, we just got to get everything together in this stream. And but yeah, other than that, welcome to the stream, everybody. Welcome to the stream. I hope everybody's had a great weekend. I hope everybody's had a great Sunday, because I know I've had, and I've been looking forward to the stream all day. So let's get right into this. So we had a pretty decent stream last stream, right? We got 4 wins and 3 draws, which wasn't bad. The 2 streams before this one, I think, was the worst stream out of the past live streams we've done. But let's just hope. Listen, look at this, right? We have Liverpool, Everton, Man City, Liverpool, right? Our first game is against Liverpool in the FA Cup, but we're not going to be focusing on that right now. There's a lot more on my plate right now. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to open up our free pack. That's what we're going to do. We're going to be opening up the free pack. But anyway, welcome everybody to the stream. Welcome, welcome, welcome. All right, so we've got 41K. Now, what we're going to do is we're just going to quickly take a look at the fixtures we have for this stream. So we have Liverpool, Everton, Man City, Liverpool. We're playing Liverpool twice in 4 games. That's big. That's massive. I'm not sure if we will make it to the end of January, even though we only have 4 games in January. I'll be looking to maybe, yeah. So once we get into the month of February, I think we might be able to end the stream there, depending on how we do for time. But obviously for now, we need to focus on bringing in players as well. So let's just go take a look at the team real quick. So before the August transfer window shut, right? I wanted to sign a center back, and I completely forgot about it. And then I realized it was September, and I was like, oh, I can't sign anyone. So I've been waiting a couple of months now to sign a new center back, and we need a new center back. Chambers has been decent since we brought him into the starting 11. I brought him in for the first time in the last stream, and he's done really well. David Luiz and Hector Bellerin are leaving now. Forgot to mention that. We did agree a transfer for Hector Bellerin to go to Wolves for 44 million. So that's definitely going to be a nice sum of money that's going to add to our transfer budget. And then we're selling David Luiz to West Brom for around about 4 million. So in total, it's about 48 million that we're going to be receiving for both players. And we can sign at least 2 decent players with that amount of money. And that's what I'm looking to do. So it's not January yet. Obviously, we're on the 30th of December in 2020. So I think when we simulate another 2 days, we will be in the month of January. But so yeah, what I'm going to do is I'm going to need the live chat help, right? I'm going to need your guys' help for some center backs. Just leave some suggestions in the comment in the live chat, and leave yeah. So mainly a center back and a right back. Leave some ideas of players I should sign, because yeah, I want some feedback from you guys to see who I should sign or who I shouldn't sign. So, but yeah, for now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to simulate to the month of January so we can receive that amount. So that is currently January now, and Hector Bellerin has left for Wolves, and so has David Luiz. So we're just going to have to wait for that now. I hope the deals are still on. Yeah, here we go. Right here. So now we have 71.5 million, right? We have 71.5 million that we can spend in this transfer window. It's a decent sum of money. I'm not looking to blow it all in one player because I think that would be absolutely pointless. So it would make more sense to spend it on 2 to 3 players. But let's check the team of the month. It went to Diego Costa again. Did we even play Diego Costa? Hold on. So Diego Costa got the player of the month, then I'm assuming. What is that all about? We didn't even play Diego Costa. I don't even know. But anyway, so we got that out the way. We've received our sum of money for both players. And Life of the JAS, right? Or Life of the JAS, sorry, says use Aarons as a right back and buy Nuno Tavares. Someone mentioned, I think in the very first stream, that I should sign Nuno Tavares. So what I'm going to do now is, so just mention, guys, feel free to leave some suggestions of players in the live chat. I'll check it out and I'll add it to my shortlist. I'm not saying I will sign that player, but I obviously do have some players on my shortlist, which we'll be checking shortly. But just leave some suggestions. I'll be adding them to my shortlist, and I think we can see who we can sign from there. So Nuno Tavares, you mentioned. But you see, the thing is, right, I'm looking to sign a player for now. Nuno Tavares looks more like a future player, right? He doesn't look so much like a player I can sign now. I need a replacement now for right back, right? Obviously, Tierney's injured, right? Tierney's currently injured. And we are playing, oh, no, he was injured, sorry. We don't really have a proper left-back replacement. We've been playing Cedric as a left-back replacement, and that's who we've been using. And even Aarons, we've also been using Aarons as a left-back replacement. But for now, I'm looking to sign a player that we can start, a right-back that can start and a centre-back that can start. I'm happy to keep Gabriel. And I think after we've signed 2 players, a centre-back and a right-back, I'm going to be looking to sell some players. Maybe. I might see who we can sell. But so Nuno Tavares, I'll definitely add him to my shortlist as a future player, because he looks like he'll be good in the future. 100%, man. All right. So Firpo, Manolas. Manolas is a good one. Yeah. Manolas is a good one. Manolas from Napoli. He is a little old though, right? He's 29. He is 29. How many years does he have left on his contract? He has 3 years. So the thing with this now is they might want like 45 million for him, maybe. I'll add him to my to the short list. I'll add him to the short list and see if we can get him. So Manolas. The other one is Firpo. Firpo. He's from Barcelona, isn't he? Yeah. He looks like a good player. He looks like a good player. I'm definitely going to add him to the short list. But he plays as a left back. So we could potentially look at signing him at the end of the season, because we don't really need a left back replacement right now. I've kind of been using Max Aarons, but the thing is, we have 2 right backs. We have Cedric and we have Max Aarons. So I could just use Cedric as the main right back for now until the end of the season, and use Max Aarons as the backup. And then we can sign Firpo, right, as a backup left back replacement, because we don't have a backup left back replacement. Even though Aarons can play left back, he's pretty crap. So I've added Firpo now, but we're looking to sign a centre back, right? We're looking to sign a centre back. I think I only have one centre back on my short list. Yeah, it's Manolas. I need you guys to leave me some more suggestions in the live chat of centre backs, please. Centre backs. So we have full backs, right? We have Tavares, we have Firpo, we have Hakimi. Hakimi's one as well. Someone mentioned Hakimi in the very first live stream. I did add him to the short list. So he's definitely one to keep an eye on. But centre backs, I want to see which centre backs we're able to sign, right? Centre backs. Vallejo from Real Madrid doesn't start. All right. Yeah, no, listen. I mean, when I used to play SM20, I always signed Vallejo. I always signed Vallejo. He plays for Granada, though. I think he's out on loan. Yeah, he's on loan. So I don't think we were able to sign him now, but he looks good. He's young. He's cheap. What is his potential? Doesn't really say here. Yeah. No, it doesn't really say what his potential is, but he definitely looks like a future player. I'm going to add him to the shortlist as well, but we can't sign him right now because obviously he's out on loan. Kunde, yes, that's the name I wanted to hear. Kunde. I can't really think of all the names right now. Kunde plays for Bordeaux, doesn't he? Let's go look at Bordeaux because obviously his name's not coming up here. France. Liga, yep. And then nationality. He plays centre back, yeah. So Kimpembe, Kamara. Kamara is one we can look at as well. Kamara. Someone mentioned Kamara in the first live stream as well. I never added him to the short list. Kamara. And someone mentioned Kunde. I don't see Kunde here. Kunde. Maybe someone signed him. I'm not sure, but I can't find Kunde here. Unai Nunez. Let's go check him out. Unai Nunez. There's one. There's a potential player we can sign. There's a potential centre back we have. So let's see how many we have so far. I've added a couple here. So obviously we can't sign Vallejo. He's out on loan. But we have Unai Nunez, Boubacar Kamara. We have Kevin Manolas. Those are 3. So let's just add one more. Let's add one more. And then what we can do is we can then look at those 4 players. I'm not going to sit here the whole stream looking for centre backs because I just think there'll be a big waste of time. Even though I don't want to sign a trash centre back, I want to sign a centre back that will be able to, fit into the system, that will be able to perform well. I don't want to sign a bad centre back that will be useless here. So, all right. So Kunde, there's one. Kunde, yes, Jules Kunde. All right, so we have 4, right? And they look like decent centre backs, all of them. So the main player that we need to sign right now is a centre back. We need to sign a centre back. So we have 4 here, right? So far. Well, we actually have 5, but we can't sign Vallejo because he's out on loan. But we have Manolas, Nunez, Kunde. And who else is there? Is that only 3? And then Kamara as well. He can also play as a CDM. So we have 4. Now, looking at our current financial situation, we have Kunde at 39 million. He's 22. We have Unai Nunez at 23, who's 22 million. See, now, the thing is, Kunde, right, if I try and sign him, he's going to cost like, what, 50, 60 million maybe? Unai Nunez will cost me just over 30 million, right? Which I think would make sense to sign him. So I'll keep my eyes peeled on him. And then Kevin Manolas he's 86 rated, and he's 29. Obviously, he's a little old, but he's valued at 31.5 million, right? So he now will, we'll be paying about 40, high 40, about 45, 46 million for him. Same with Kamara. He'll be 50 million, 55, even 60 million. So between Unai Nunez and Manolas, I think those 2 would make 100% sense to sign either one of those 2 due to our current financial situation. If we had, billions to spend, obviously I'd be signing the best centre backs, but I want to sign a centre back and a right back potentially, or even Firpo, a centre back and a left back, because we don't have a left back replacement. So for now, I think I'll go with a centre back and Firpo. So Firpo, we're going to be spending, 38, 39 million, right? And then we need to sign a a centre back. So we're going to be signing a centre back first. So what do you guys think? Be Lightning, I don't need a right back right now. We did sell Hector Bellerin, but we have Cedric and Aarons on the bench. So sorry, Cedric is starting now because Bellerin's left, but we have Aarons as a backup. So we don't have a left back replacement. We have Tierney, but there's no one to like replace him if he gets injured. So I think signing Furpo would make sense. I thought of signing a left back in the first, a right back in the first place. But now that I think about it, I think it'd make more sense to sign a left back. So I'm not sure which centre back we should go for first. Left back Lewis. I can actually add him to the short list as well. He looks like a potential player we can sign. He's cheap as well. I mean, he's valued at 12 million. And it's not like he's going to be starting week in, week out, right? He's going to be playing the odd game here and there. That's if Tierney gets injured. And plus, over time, he's going to grow and develop, right, as a player. So, right, centre back. We need to sign a centre back now because I don't want to be sitting with Chambers and David Luiz. Well, we just sold David Luiz, actually. So I don't want to be sitting with Chambers and Pablo Mari. I don't want to be sitting with that. I want to have a solid centre back. I want to have a good centre back for the City, Everton, and other Liverpool game. So who do you reckon, right? I've made my mind up between Unai Nunez and Kevin Manolas. Who are we signing? Let me know in the live chat what you guys, who do you think we should sign? Unai Nunez or Kevin Manolas? Which would be the better option? And then obviously between Firpo and Lewis, right? So obviously Firpo's 21 million and Jamal Lewis is 12 million. So we have 71.5 million to spend. So the cheapest route to go would be signing Unai Nunez and Jamal Lewis. That would be the cheapest way to go. But yet again, I could sign Unai Nunez and Firpo. Try Manolas first. All right. We'll go with Manolas. I'm trusting you, Be Lightning. I'm trusting you. So he's open to joining the club. That's always good. So I'm going to place 42 million on his name. But I don't want... See, what happened was, right, is in the previous transfer window, we placed a bid on a player and we got outbid by Sevilla. So I don't want that happening again. So I'm going to go with 42 million just to be safe. I'll go with 40 million, actually. No, I'm going to go with 40 million. 40 million is safest way to go. And a compensation fee of 3 million. I forgot about the compensation fee. Right? So we've just bid for Kevin Manolas now, right? We bid 40 million for him. And I think if we sign Kevin Manolas, we're going to have to sign Jamal Lewis as a left back replacement. But yeah, so we've made a bid for Kevin Manolas. So let's try get that deal over the line first. But we do have Liverpool in the next game. So we got to focus on that now. Obviously, we have made a deal for Kevin Manolas. But let's hope we can get that deal over the line after this Liverpool game. But still, it's a massive game. Liverpool in the FA Cup, third round of the FA Cup. And we have Liverpool. But what I'm going to do real quick is I'm actually going to, I just remembered now, add some players to the loan list. So I'm going to add Eddie. I mean, look at this kid's potential. 96. 96. Let's hope that doesn't go to waste. So we're going to add Eddie Nketiah to the loan list. Reece Nelson. Because we're not using these players, you know. If we were using them, I wouldn't be loaning them out. But Reece Nelson, who else? Emil Smith-Rowe. Who else can we loan out here? Pablo Mari. We're not going to use him this season, so we might as well loan him out. Alex Runnison. Almost forgot about him. Re-kick. Yes, of course. New Arsenal player. And then Aziz, we can also loan out. And Balogun as well. So And what about, yeah, why? We can also do dunk, because why not? So we've just added a few players to the loan list. I'm not going to go through every single player, but the main players that we're going to be loaning out is obviously Nketiah, Smith Rowe, and who else was here? Reece Nelson. And also we have players out on loan already. I mean, look at this. We have Mavropanos out on loan. We have William Saliba. Looking forward to him coming back. Who else do we have here? We have Maitland-Niles as well. We have Maitland-Niles. I forgot about him. So next season we will have 2 backup right backs. We have Guendouzi as well. We have Joe Willock. There's some interesting players that are going to be coming back next season. So I don't have to put all my eggs in one basket at the moment. But Manola's been rejected. How much do they want for him? 45 million. I called it. I said they'll want around about 45 million for him. But I'll take the risk. I'll take the risk in signing Kevin Manolas or Costas Manolas. Keep on calling Kevin Manolas. I keep on thinking of Kevin Morales. That's the one. Yeah. And they play in completely different positions. I don't know why I keep calling him Kevin Manolas. It's Costas Manolas. But we're going to place 45 million for him. That means we'll have about 19 million left, and we could potentially use that to, or no, we're paying a compensation fee as well. So looks like we're going to get Manolas unless some other team places a bid for Manolas. So, but big game. We're up against a Liverpool in the FA Cup at home. This is the 3rd round, and this is a very big game. I'm not sure what to expect from this. We did lose to Liverpool 3-0 in the league, but yet again, at the beginning of the season, we beat them on penalties to win the FA Community Shield. So I don't know what to expect from this game, but I'm going to give Tierney. I keep on wasting my fitness boosts. I don't know why, but Life of the Jazz says Unai, but we obviously placed a bid for Manolas already. If something weird happens and we're not able to sign him, I'll go for Unai Nunez. He is the cheaper option, but it's not always good to choose the cheaper option, you know. But Liverpool, look at this team, man. Look at this team. We did beat this team once on penalties. This is the FA Cup, different competition. Will we be able to beat them again? We'll have to see. But big game. Will we deliver? Will this be the first win on the stream? The FA Cup is, of course, another competition that we can potentially win. I mustn't forget about that. Even though we're mainly focusing on continental competitions, this Liverpool game is very big. I'm not sure why it's taking so long. Bukayo Saka has scored in the first minute. Trent equalizes. Saka scores 3. Wow. Hat-trick in like how many? Wow. That was all like, I'm struggling to process that. What the heck just happened? Saka scores 3. Hold on. Saka scores 3 in 20 minutes. Saka scores 3 in 20 minutes. Clip that. Don't forget that. Don't forget the name, Saka. All right. They score. Oh, well, Trent equalized. Oh, no. He got a consolation goal in the 13th minute. Then Fabinho scored a second in the 43rd. Very even. We've been dominating possession, 57%. 5 shots. They've had 6. We've had 4 on target. They've had 4 on target. Wow. Crazy game. I can also loan players in. Yeah, you're right. You're 100%. I should definitely look at that after this game. So instead of spending another 20 million on a left back, I could just sign a left back on loan just till the end of the season. Then we can look at signing a backup or a replacement. You're right. Thanks for that, man. All right. So we're going to bring on Costa. No, should I bring on Costa? But every time we've brought on Costa, he hasn't been performing too well. So Partey's also on the bench. I forgot I've left him on the bench. So I'm going to bring, but yet again, Calvin Phillips is having a brilliant game. He has a rating of 10. But yet his energy levels are low. So I'm going to bring Partey in. And I'm going to bring Costa in. So it is a risk, but Due to Phillips and Lacazette having low fitness and low energy, I'm just going to sub them. And we're winning 3-2. Let's see what happens in the second half. Let's see what happens in the second half. Liverpool are dominating here, but will we be able to hold out? And we've just beaten Liverpool. This is the first game of the stream. For those of you that have joined late, right? For those of you that have joined late, we've just beaten Liverpool 3-2 in the FA Cup. We beat them at the beginning of the season on penalties, and now we've beaten them in the FA Cup, but we did lose to them 3-0 in the league, obviously. But we march on in the FA Cup. Wow. Saka scoring 3. Saka scoring 3 in 20 minutes. That first half was crazy. No goals in the second half. But that game was crazy. I mean, 10 shots. They had 17. We had 7 on target. They had 5. 4 corners, 3 corners. Crazy game, man. Crazy, crazy, crazy game. Wow. But what a great way to start off the stream. We're signing another player as well. We're signing Kevin Manolas, it looks like. As the first player we're signing, he is a centre-back. Costas Manolas. We're signing him. They haven't accepted it yet, but we'll see. Competitions. Have they drawn us into the next round? We'll see now. Loan bid. All right, so Birmingham City won Balogun on loan. We'll accept that. So we've just loaned him out. Check the emails here. Nope. So we're waiting for a response from Napoli. But this is the fourth round draw. Who are we going to get? Leicester. Why are we getting all these Premier League teams? What is that all about? Out of all the teams in the third round, we got Liverpool. Now we get Leicester. Why can't we get someone like Coventry or Swindon or something? It's rigged, man. It's rigged. It is rigged. But if we can beat Liverpool, we can beat Leicester. We did beat them once already in the season. We beat them in the Premier League. We beat them 1-0. And I don't see a reason why we shouldn't beat them again in the FA Cup. All right. So they have accepted the bid for Manolas. And it looks like we're about to sign Manolas for 45 million from Napoli. So we've desperately needed a centre-back all season. And hopefully this guy is the turning point. So he wants 145K. We're going to give him 145K. He is a bit old. I've got to admit, he's 29. He is 29, but he looks like a decent centre-back, right? Let's just check his attributes real quick. Aerial ability 91, so he's clearly good at hitting the ball, and marking 76, tackling 76, positioning 76. He looks decent. Doesn't look bad. Yeah, so we're going to offer him 145K a week, signing on fee 3 million. So the total fee for Kevin Manolas, Costas Manolas, is 48 million. So we've just signed Manolas, and he'll be here for the Everton game. So we'll be starting him for the Everton game. So we have 17.5 million left. And what I'm going to do now is I was tempted to sign, right? I was tempted to sign a left back. So we obviously did add 2. We signed it. We added Jamal Lewis and Firpo as 2 potential left backs that we could sign. But obviously, due to the financial situation, I'm not going to sign a left back. I'd rather loan one out and then sign a proper left back replacement at the end of the season. But we got our main guy. We got a centre back. I think that was a position that we really needed to improve because we were really lacking there. We were really bad in that position. We were constantly conceding goals. Well, we still are constantly conceding goals, but hopefully bringing him into the team will make a difference. So left back, and we'll check the loan list. I'm not saying that we will get who we want, but yeah, no. What I could do is we can actually check a team like Real Madrid. So what I'm going to do is country, Spain, left back. So let's see. Real Sociedad, Kennedy. Villarreal have a lot of left backs here, so I might just make a loan bid for one of them. I'll make a loan bid for Estupinian as a backup player. Yeah. So we've just placed a loan bid for Estupinian from Villarreal as a potential backup to Tierney for the rest of the season. Because I just think signing a left back now with the current finances that we have just would be stupid to do that. And if Estupinian gets injured and Tierney gets injured, we do have Max Aarons who can fill in that position. So it's not the end of the world, but Estupinian bid rejected. Don't know why they rejected it, but let's try that again. So obviously it looks like we're not getting him on loan. So I'll try another player. But Spain looked like they got some decent players. So I'm going to go see who we see who else we can loan out. So Pedraza maybe. Saka can play left back. Yes, he can. That is right. But we've been playing him mainly at in that cam position because listen, Odegaard's been injured every single game pretty much. So we've mainly been playing him at that cam position. He's been playing very well. I mean, he just scored 3 goals against Liverpool. But guys, before we continue, for those of you that have not smashed a like on this video, please do that right now. I'd really appreciate it. Smash a like on the video. Doesn't cost you anything. It takes a second to do. It means the world to me. And also for those of you that are new to the channel that have not subscribed to me yet, please subscribe. It's free. And you can always unsubscribe to my channel later if you do not enjoy my content. But I'll just go with Moreno. See if we can get him on loan. Moreno. Let's make him first team player because he's going to be playing in the first team. But our next game is against Everton. So we just played a Liverpool team. Now we're playing against another team from Liverpool, and that's Everton. But this time it's in the league. We did lose to Everton, I think something like 2-0 earlier this season in the league. And we're playing them again for the second time. And this is a big game. Right? Obviously, Manolas might be starting. I'm not 100% sure yet, but have they also rejected it as well? I'm not sure why they're rejecting it, but maybe we should just try a different country. I'll go with Germany. See if we can sign from here. TSG Hoffenheim, Ryan Sessegnon. I think he's on loan. And Wolfsburg. See if we can loan him. Delighted the club's performances. Yeah, he's not we can't loan him out. This is difficult, not gonna lie. I might just leave the left back position. Obviously, we can play Saka at left back, but that's unless Tierney gets injured. And we can also play Cedric at left back as well. So, and yet again, we also do have heal boosts. So, we can use that if we really need to on Tierney. So if he does pick up a severe injury, we can just use the injury boost or heal boosts. But this is a big game. We're up against Everton. I'm going to bring Partey back into the team. And obviously Manolas, I'm tempted to play him. I'm just going to give him a fitness boost for this game. It's a big game against Everton in the league. This is the second game of the stream. I'm going to put Chambers on the bench. And I'm happy with that. All right. So Pepe can take the free kicks. Looks like he's improved a bit. So I'm happy with that. So Manolas we've brought him into the team. He's going to be starting this game, right, against Everton, and he's the centre back that we have signed, and hopefully he makes a difference. We need him to make a difference, right? And yeah, I've got high expectations for Manolas. Let's just hope he puts in some good performances. So we're up against Everton away from home. We did lose our home game to Everton, but this is a massive game. Obviously, Everton, we're competing with Everton for the European spots. So this is a big game. Saka scoring 3 in the previous game against Liverpool. Can he do it again in Liverpool? Right? Can he do it again in Liverpool? Or should I say against Everton? Again, now, okay, we've equalized. So Calvert-Lewin scored and we've equalized. It's good. So it's 1-1 going into the first half. And I don't know how I feel about that, right? So Calvert-Lewin scored in the 11th minute. They've just dominated. 9 shots, 4 on target. We've had 5 shots, 1 on target. I'm not sure how I feel about that. It's a bit of a weird one. We are 8th in the table. Everton are 5 points ahead of us. So if we do beat Everton, we'll be 3 points behind them. So I'm going to bring Odegaard on. I'm going to put Saka out on the right. And then I'm just going to change the free kick taker to Aubameyang. So that's what we're going with in the second half. And Manolas is doing okay. Leno's having a bit of a shaky game. Gabriel's having a bit of a shaky game. But let's see what we can do in the second half. I'd be super happy if we can win this game. Every little point counts. So we brought Odegaard on, and so far he hasn't really made a difference, but it's 1-1. So it's another draw. I'm not too disappointed with that, to be quite honest with you. Right? Everton are a very strong team. You did see their team before the game. Calvert-Lewin getting the man of the match. 10 shots, they had 15. We dominated possession in the second half, funny enough. They dominated possession in the first half. We dominated possession in the second half. We had 3 shots on target. They had 5. So if you look at it statistically, maybe they should have won the game, but yet we did dominate possession. But I'm not disappointed with that result, right? I'm not awfully upset, but again, we're unbeaten in the stream. We've been unbeaten. Wait, hold on 1 second. We've been unbeaten for, hold on, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 games now. We're going on a little streak here, right? I know there's been a couple there's been a couple of draws in between, but it's still, we've still been unbeaten. But yeah, Everton are still 5 points ahead of us in 4th place. We could have made that 3 points, but it is 5. It is what it is. But next game's big as well. We're playing against Manchester City. We did lose to them 2-1 earlier in the season, and it's a big game. But Everton won Grealish. So obviously we did add Grealish to our shortlist at the beginning of the season, and he's a potential player I might want to sign, maybe at the end of the season. But for now, Everton want to sign him. But it was a draw. It wasn't a bad result, and I think if we didn't have Kevin Manolas playing, Costas Manolas, I need to stop saying Kevin Manolas, Costas Manolas. If he hadn't played, I think we would have probably lost that game. But this next game is huge. We're up against Manchester City away from home, and we're sitting 8th in the table. And Manchester City are currently 8 points ahead of us. So we can make that 5 if we can win this game. Hey, Max Limit, welcome to the stream, man. Appreciate you taking your time out of your day to come watch one of my streams. No, you didn't. Well, just to recap, for those of you that have just joined the stream, we did sign. Let's just accept this real quick. So Sheffield Wednesday want Runnison. Yes, you can have him. So we signed Kevin Manolas at centre back right, for 45 million from Napoli. And we desperately needed to make that signing because we were just terrible at the back. We were just conceding so many goals, and it looks improved because we just went up against Everton and we drew 1-1. Didn't concede a lot of goals, and I do think if he hadn't played that game, we'd have conceded more and potentially lost that game. But we have signed Kevin Manolas, beat Liverpool in the FA Cup 3-2. So we're marching on in the FA Cup. And yeah, so you didn't miss much so far. I just told you what you've really missed. And you can always go back and watch if you're really unsure. Did Manolas play for Arsenal? Really? Are you talking about Manolas now, live, or? Yeah, I'm not sure because if I don't recall Manolas ever playing for them. But if he did, then I didn't know that. Then we just re-signed one of the Arsenal rejects. I'm assuming he was a reject. He might have not been, but thanks. I appreciate it, Max. Yeah, it was a big one. Saka scored a hat-trick in that game. And I didn't expect to win that game at all, but we did. And we got Leicester next in the FA Cup. So that is massive. We have Leicester next. How is Max Aarons? Max Aarons is currently injured. In Famous, he's currently injured. You should have seen in the previous stream the amount of injuries that these guys picked up. 5, I think it was at one stage. 5 injuries. It was just left, right, and center after every single game. Injury after injury after injury. It was just like, what is going on? And now we currently have 3 injuries. Max Aarons, Ceballos, and Nelson. And yeah, so I'm going to play Odegaard for this game. And Odegaard as well. I mean, I won't be surprised if we go into this game and he picks up another injury. I don't want it to happen, but I won't be surprised if it does because he's constantly been picking up injuries. I don't know what it is. He's super injury prone. And if he's going to continue picking up injuries, I'm not going to sign him. I really want to sign him, but if he's really that injury prone, I'm not going to sign him because he's just going to be a waste of time, a waste of money, and a waste of time. All right, so this is the team I'm going to use against Manchester City. Massive game as well. This is a massive stream. We have Liverpool and Leicester after this, right? I think we have Leicester in the FA Cup. Or no, Leicester might be in the league. I'm not sure. I haven't checked. But we have Leicester and Liverpool after this. But we're up against Manchester City now in the league. And Kevin Manolas, our new signing, he's going to be starting. And Manchester City did beat us 2-1 in the previous game. So this could either be a heartbreak or this could be a victory, something to be proud of, a game to remember. Shalonda Nichols, signed Bednarek. Welcome to the stream, Shalonda. Yeah, speaking about Bednarek, I will add him to the shortlist. So you guys can leave suggestions of any players you think or you want me to sign, and I'll add them to the shortlist, and I'll definitely take a look at them at the end of the season. But for now, obviously, due to our financial situation, we blew most of our money on Kevin Manolas. So I'm not planning on signing anyone new at the moment. But at the end of the season, I'm definitely looking to make a bunch of new signings and replacements. So leave your signing suggestions in the live chat at any time, and I'll definitely add them to the shortlist. And yeah, Bednarek is not really good for Arsenal team. Well, listen, I'll add Bednarek to the shortlist, right? I'm not saying I'm going to sign him, but I'll add him to the shortlist, and then at the end of the season, we can take a look at our options. But we're up against Manchester City now, away from home. Our third game of the stream. Lacazette has scored in the 7th minute, and Kevin De Bruyne has equalized, though. Obviously, if you guys remember, for those of you that did watch that stream, Manchester City beat us 2-1 at home. But Laka's been good. Laka's our top goal scorer at the moment. I think he's our top goal scorer. And he's been good. So It's 1-1 going into the first half. I'm not too upset with that, right? It's Manchester City. Just remember that. Arguably the best team in the league. They have been dominating though. 75% possession. 75% possession. 6 shots, 2 on target. We've had 2 on target. And 2 and 1 on target. Wow. Tottenham are winning as well. So I'm going to bring on Saka for Pepe. And Aubameyang can take the corners. Whoops. So we have made one change. We're bringing on Saka for Pepe. Pepe hasn't had such a great game. So we're taking him off. And let's hope Saka can come on and maybe score a goal. He scored 3 against Liverpool. Don't forget that. Remember the name. So let's jump into this next game. Manolas is not playing too well. Manolas is not playing too well. I just want to check something. Can we... All right. I was just checking. I was seeing if Manolas was left-footed, I think that would have been a really stupid signing because obviously Gabriel is left-footed. So I thought for a second that Costas Manolas was a left-footed centre-back, but still 5.2. Come on, Manolas. Come on. All right, so it's 1-1 at the moment at the Etihad. And Lacazette scored a second and Gabriel Jesus equalized. How many times again? How many times, right? How many times? We score a goal more or less near to the end of the game, and then they come back. The opposition scores in the last minute. Look, I think Manchester City, if we'd won this game, it would have been a snatch and grab, 100%. But Manchester City clearly dominated. So I think we were lucky to get a point there. We're still unbeaten. This is the 11th game that we've gone on unbeaten. I'm a bit proud of that, boys. I'm proud of that. For a first season, 11 games unbeaten, right? I'm proud of that. Kevin De Bruyne, man of the match, 71% possession, 12 shots, we had 3, 4 on target, we had 2. We took our chances. We clearly took our chances. 2 goals, 2 shots on target. So 2-2 at the Etihad, and I don't think it's going too badly, right? We're playing against some of the toughest oppositions in this league, and it's not going too shabby. I know 4 draws, but it's better than getting none, right? It's better than getting no points. I was right. Yeah, we're playing Leicester now in the FA Cup. So we've just come off the back of 2 draws, 1 to Everton and 1 to Manchester City. And then we beat Liverpool. The first game of the stream was against Liverpool in the FA Cup, and we beat them 3-2. Saka with a hat-trick. So the league doesn't look like it's going too well. We are 26 games into the season so far, and top 4 is looking very unlikely at the moment. Liverpool do have a game in hand. If Liverpool do win, they'll go above Manchester City. So far, City are still 8 points ahead of us. Everton are now 4 points ahead of us. Well, they also have a game in hand. So I think it's going to be Liverpool-Everton in the next game. Maybe. I don't know. Let's just hope it is, because that means one of them are going to lose. But not a bad stream so far. It's been decent. Hasn't been like phenomenal. Hasn't been spectacular. It's been a decent stream so far. Yeah, you're right, Infamous. It was a very good, hard point, maybe, but I think it was fair. We had 2 shots on target. We scored the 2 goals. And City dominated possession, had most of the shots, but they clearly didn't take their chances too well, and they only scored 2. All right, so we have a transfer bid. We haven't added anyone to the transfer list. 26 million for Lacazette. No, I'm not. No, we're not selling Lacazette. I might sell him at the end of the season, but yet again, if we do sell Lacazette, we're going to get 38 million for him. But I'm not going to sell Lacazette right now. I don't feel like making another signing. I'm happy with we signed Manolas already at centre back, and that was a key position That was a key position, the centre-back position. We needed a player in that position, and we got one, and we signed Manolas from Napoli for 45 million. We don't need a striker right now. We don't need a striker right now. We have Lacazette. We have Costa as a backup striker who hasn't been playing recently because his form is a bit bad. And also we have Nketiah as well. Nketiah is another player that that we can use the backup. We're obviously loaning him out, so he won't be here, I don't think, unless we don't loan him out. But Wolves wanted Lacazette for 26 million. Nope, nope, no. So Leicester's the next game. Smash a like on the video for those of you that have not done that yet. For those of you that have just joined the stream, and welcome. Welcome to the stream. If you're new, subscribe. Smash a like, subscribe, turn the notification bell on to never miss one of my streams. And yeah, so our next game is against Leicester in the FA Cup. We beat Liverpool and we beat Leicester early on in the season. We beat them 1-0. And I don't see a reason why we shouldn't beat them again. So let's see what happens this game. So I'm going to play Saka over Pepe for this game, just because Pepe didn't play too well. And the free kick taker can be Aubameyang. So we've made one change for this Leicester game. And we brought Saka in place of Pepe. If Saka doesn't play too well, we'll bring Pepe on. But I'm happy with that. I'm happy with that. So that is the team we're going with. I forgot Chambers can play right back as well. So we do also have a right back replacement in Chambers. So forgot about that. We don't need a right back at the moment. We have 2 replacements. Aaron's is obviously, I don't know. I forgot how long he's out for. Return 3rd of February. So that's like in a week and a half. So that's not too far from now. Let's just hope Tierney doesn't pick up an injury. If he does, we will play Cedric at right back. But let's just not talk about injuries. We're up against Leicester, away from home. We've had a lot of away games now in this stream, I've noticed. I don't think we've had one home game. That was against Liverpool. But we're up against Leicester, and they don't have a good goalkeeper. So let's take advantage of that, boys. Let's go and score some goals. They do have Zakaria. I just noticed that now. He's a decent player. They do have Zakaria. But they do have a bad goalkeeper. So let's hope we can keep this unbeaten run going. And let's hope we can beat Leicester so that we can march on in this FA Cup little run that we're having. So Jose Perez has scored for Leicester, though. And it's 1-0 to Leicester in the first half. So I'm going to bring on Pepe for Saka. Just check the match stats here real quick. So, I mean, it's relatively even. 6 shots. We've had 3 on target. They've had 2 on target. And we've had 64% possession. So we've clearly been dominating possession. But I think it'd be really disappointing to get knocked out now in the 4th round of the FA Cup. Cedric's having a mare. So is Leno. It's not good. You know, I'll take a risk and I'll bring Chambers on. So Chambers and Pepe. So we're definitely improving this right-hand side here. So it's a risk. I haven't played Chambers once at right back this season. So it definitely is a risk bringing him on. But Cedric is a bit tired and he's not playing too well. So we'll see what Chambers can do and we'll see what Pepe can do. So while we brought Pepe on, I'm going to make him the free kick taker. So we've made 2 changes, Chambers and Pepe. Let's see what we can do in the second half. We are 1-0 down. What can we do to change the game? Nothing so far. Late equalizer? No. So we have lost against Leicester 1-0. Disappointing. They didn't destroy us, but a bit disappointing in my opinion. Beat Liverpool and then we go and lose to Leicester. I mean, I don't know how to feel about that. Obviously, we've ended our unbeaten run that we had of like something like 11 games. And we're still unbeaten in the Premier League, though. So that is a positive. But we're now that unbeaten run in all competitions has come to an end. But 1-0 to Leicester. They had 12 shots. We had 9, 4 on target, 4 on target. We clearly didn't take our chances. Clearly. Ouch. You should rest key players on easier games so that they're not going to get injured or lower their stamina. Yeah, thanks for that tip, man, Max. I appreciate it. Costa, super sub. I was tempted to bring him on, but Costa hasn't been performing too well recently. He was brilliant when we first brought him in. At the beginning of the season, he was like on fire. But he hasn't been on it recently. Every time we brought him on, we've conceded goals. So I haven't been starting him recently. So we've just got knocked out of the FA Cup to Leicester. So we're out of 3 competitions now: the Europa League, the League Cup, and the FA Cup. So what else is there still to play for? I don't know. The league, yeah. So we're still in the league, but we're out of the FA Cup. We're out of the League Cup. We did win the FA Community Shield. So there is one positive out of this season. We did win the FA Community Shield, but I mean, if you compare those trophies to the FA Cup and the League Cup, I mean, you can't really compare it. But this looks like it's going to be the last game of the stream, the Liverpool game. This was a massive stream. It hasn't been too bad. It's been all right. Hasn't been amazing. It's been all right. It went better than I expected in my opinion. That's how I feel. I think it went a lot better than I expected. But we're up against Liverpool now. At home, we did beat them in the FA Cup 3-2, and then we went on to lose to Leicester. Very disappointing. But we're up against Liverpool in the league. We're still unbeaten in the league. Let's just go check that out real quick. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So we're unbeaten in 9 games in the league. So that's a positive. We've been decent in the league, and the league is all we have left. So we need to go full throttle gear 5 in the league, and we don't have time to be losing and dropping points. I know this is Liverpool, but we've beaten them twice this season. We're playing at home, and I don't see a reason why we can't at least pick up a point here. So I'm going into this game with a bit of confidence. It's always good to have confidence. You should never be overconfident, but this is a big game. Last game of the stream, obviously now. And Kevin Manolas hasn't really made a difference, to be quite honest with you. Hopefully he adapts soon, but he hasn't been on it. I'll play Chambers at right back. There's a bit of a difference that I'm making there. It's a risk. It is a risk, but and I'll play Pepe. Actually, no. I'm going to keep Suarez on, and I'm going to play Pepe. So this is the team we're going with. Against Liverpool. All right? Big game, massive game. Every game is a massive game. We're home to Liverpool, and we did beat. They have Manuel Neuer. I just realized that now. They have Manuel Neuer in goal. I mean, who else did they sign this season? Di Maria. Not sure what that's all about. Doesn't look like Mane is playing, so they must have sold Mane. But big game against Liverpool. Last game of the stream. Premier League game. We're unbeaten in 9 games in the Premier League. It's been a decent stream so far. Let's hope we can keep up this Premier League run we've had so far. And let's see what happens in this game. So, massive game. Massive game. You should try put wingers a bit more forward. So, Liverpool have scored in the 4th minute, and it is 1-0 to Liverpool. And, I mean, it's been even again. The Liverpool game that we played in the first game of the stream, we beat them 3-2. We scored 3 goals in like 20 minutes. But this game's even again. That game was very even. So We were obviously up 3-2, obviously, in the first half. Liverpool are up 1-0. So I'm going to bring on Costa. Lacazette's not playing too well. I'm going to bring Costa on, and I'm going to bring Saka on. So I'll play these two guys here. I'm taking a word, Max. I'll try it out. Let's see what happens. And then we'll make the free kick taker Aubameyang. So obviously we're bringing Pepe off. So we've made two changes, Costa and Saka. We haven't played Costa for a while because every time he's come on, he's been horrible. So I'm taking a risk there, but hopefully these guys here that we've brought on can make a difference in the second half because I know Saka is capable of it. He scored 3 goals against Liverpool. I don't know why I didn't start him. Maybe I should have started him, but yeah, we're 1-0 down in the first half. Let's see what happens in the second half. So obviously nothing's happening, but and we just lost to Liverpool 1-0 in the league. So our unbeaten run has come to an end 100%. So we did have a 9-game unbeaten run in the league and a 11-game unbeaten run in all competitions. But we've just lost to Liverpool 1-0 at home. And we had more shots and 2 on target. We can go check that out in a second. But I'm a bit disappointed. A disappointing way to end the stream, obviously. But obviously, Liverpool have the better team. Liverpool clearly have the better team. But it's a bit disappointing to lose. You know, you never like to lose. But we had 8 shots. They dominated possession. They had 7. We had 2 on target. And they had 1 on target. They had 1 on target. I've noticed that Costas Manolas has improved the defense a lot. We've really minimized the amount of shots that the opposition has had on target, but we're not finishing our chances. We're not finishing our chances. So I'm definitely going to look at signing maybe 1 or 2 cams, some attacking midfielders in at the end of the season. But in this stream, obviously, we just signed 1 player, and that was Costas Manolas, a centre-back. We desperately needed a centre-back because we were lacking in that area. And obviously, we got what we wanted now. But now, since we lacked in centre-back or in defence, we've improved that now. Now we're lacking in attack. So you can't have it both ways all the time. But that is, what we can do is before I end the stream, we can take a look at some of the world transfers. So I'm not sure. So Lloris went to Juventus. I wonder if you can see. So Kane went to Juventus. Marquinhos went to Man United. Haaland went to Bayern Munich. De Ligt went to Chelsea. Son. Wow. I just realized 2 of Tottenham's best players went to 2 different teams. Wow. So Kane went to Juventus and Son went to Man City. Lukaku went to Napoli. Koulibaly went to Borussia Dortmund. Müller went to Chelsea. And interesting. Very interesting. Eriksen went to Roma. But so I think that is it for the stream. So we've just we've done what we needed to do. We signed a centre back, loaned out a couple of players, and like I mentioned, guys, if you have a suggestion of a player that you want me to sign, leave it in the live chat. And I'll definitely check it out. I'll add them to the shortlist. Speaking about Bednarek, someone mentioned Bednarek earlier. I forgot to add him to the shortlist, so I will I'll do that real quick. So if you have a few suggestions of players that you want me to sign, leave it in the live chat. I'll add them to the shortlist. I'm not saying I'll sign them, but I'll definitely check them out. And we're currently 8th in the league. Wolves are 1 point behind us, and we are 7 points off 6th place. Not looking too great. And Everton also have a game in hand. It's tough. It's going to be tough. It's going to be tough. But we're just going to have to stay positive and let's just hope for the best. But yeah, I think that'll be it for the stream, guys. If you enjoyed, please smash a like on this video. If you've not done that yet, I'll give you guys 5 seconds to do that. All it takes is a second. I really appreciate it. And if you don't, then I'll be sad. And for those of you that have not subscribed to my channel yet, please go ahead and do that. It's free. You can always unsubscribe later. But yeah, I just want to thank everybody for joining in on this Sunday stream. Wasn't the best of streams, but it is what it is. It wasn't the worst of streams either, but we got through the tough off positions. I'm glad we got that out the way. And I just hope the next stream will be better than this one. But yeah, that will be it. Thank you guys so much for watching. I will see you in the next stream.